thank you so much for your support throughout my career, each and every year. I couldn't thank you guys enough. I worked extremely hard to get to this point, and every day I know I'm blessed. I'm truly, truly blessed, and I don't take anything for granted. The first thing I think about, I wake up and I thank God for letting me see another day.
I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions.
I think in 50 years, I think everyone would be saying that Mayweather is TB, he's the best. I think you'll probably have another fighter that's saying that he's better than me. I mean, and that's the competitive drive in the sport. The will to win, a legacy, the check, history. One thing I know I can do when it's all said and done, no matter what the fighter says, no matter what any fighter says, I can fight. That's what we do know. Every fighter's a threat. Anything can happen any given Saturday. My job is to go out there and just be me, stay focused and do what I have to do. I'm blessed. I was born for this.
I always thought I was the best. Before I turned professional, I thought I was the best, and I can't believe it. And I knew that eventually that my hard work and dedication would pay off, and I will be at the pinnacle. And no one would stop me from getting to where I was trying to get to. No one could stop me.
They couldn't find no fighter that could beat me, standing up. So they had to go to a whole nother planet, had to go to a whole nother world to bring somebody into the world that I've been dominating for over 20 years. My job is to go out there, execute the game plan to get the knockout.
To me, it's ABC 1, 2, 3. It's so easy. I mean, when I face these guys, they're all the same.
My job is to focus on boxing, going out there being the best that I can be. At one particular time, I just needed time to reflect on my life, time to reflect on certain things. And with that vacation that I had time to reflect on everything. Continue to work under the Mayweather Promotions banner, help young fighters grow, and hopefully we can take fighters to that next level so they can become household names like myself. To make this world a more positive place. We already generated billions, of course, with all the hotels, and we're not in a rush. It's not about that. It's about the fighters winning when it's all said and done. It's all about the talent winning when it's all said and done in the sport of boxing. Just the will to win, the brains to choose smart people. My camera team, my videographers, my photographers, all of them are sharp, smart. It's chess, and I'm always playing chess. The body can break down. Remember, I was in a lot of big fights early on in my career. So the body can break down. So when a body broke down and a body was no longer 100%, I still had a sharp mind. Very, very young as a promoter, but I'm blessed. I was dealt a royal flush. I can communicate extremely well, articulate real well. No one is perfect. Every day we strive to be perfectionists, but no one is perfect. But we live and we learn. And that's a part of growing. So I put myself in the right position to make it happen. It's all about chess. And it's not really about being on a chessboard anymore. It's about controlling the chessboard. And that's what I was able to do. I just want to help fighters grow, be smart. And the only thing we can do is take one day at a time. It's all we can do. I had to learn.
Right.
It wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight for me. It was a couple bumps in the road. I make mistakes. I've said things that I shouldn't have said when I was younger. I've done things that I shouldn't have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect.
My 100% is this: always giving the people the best, no matter what the situation is. If you're in a boxing gym, give them the best. If nobody's around, God is watching, still give them the best. It's always about giving the best.
I'm very, very tough on my team. I want my team to be the best that they can be. We just say it like this: when our opponents are asleep, we are working. And when our opponents are working, we are working. So, when you surround yourself with people like this, just being around certain individuals, being around just different people that's been in the game a long time, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this.
Yeah.
It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's
Yeah.
cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this.
Righteous.
And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. I'm a man of my word. If I could tell you, you got to work with me now. Don't work against me, work with me. If I tell you that I can get you to a certain point, because my thing is this: I teach you how to fish. I don't fish for you. So it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Right. I feel like when you speak and you don't go out there and back it up, then that's being cocky. It's not being cocky and arrogant if you can go out there and back it up. It's just speaking the truth.
Money can't buy class, money can't buy style. I believe in just putting fighters in a position to get a monthly check for the rest of their lives. Because if you have 100 million and you don't have a game plan,
You really don't have 100
you really
million.
don't have 100 million. You still broke.
Righteous.
Actually.
Righteous.
You got money for a short period of time. You know, off millions, but I wasn't stupid. I always kept 9 figures. Wasn't crazy. And I got more 9 figures coming. My real estate portfolio is amazing, but of course I have a strip club. But even though I still got millions coming in, you know, from my real estate, just my mentality is totally different from anybody else. When they see me with a girl, they say she a hoe. I said, well, I'm a hoe too.
Now.
And when I look around at my different properties and I look at my different accounts and I look at my different investments, I say those little things paid off in the long run. You know, once you reach a certain level in the inside, I mean, because you know, you got entertainers that make a lot of money and then they come and go.
In today's time, you have celebrities and stars that I may never even heard of, but they're rich off of social media. So times have changed, and you have to be able to change with the times.
When you're fighting at this level, there's no loser. When you're fighting at this level, there's no loser. I mean, I ain't never known a man to make hundreds and hundreds of millions that's a loser. I think Ali is a legend. You know, he's a true legend, not just for fighters. Once you became the main event, you stayed the main event and you stayed the main attraction. It's only 3 ways we can learn, like I always say, hearing, seeing, and doing. So you gotta watch. It started with my mother, you know, with your mother being on drugs.
Right.
My mother was on drugs. She used to drink. And sometimes she lay in the house and don't get dressed. So I always said to myself, if I find a woman
I want my woman to get up, get dressed, and look good for me.
Right.
My mother smoked cigarettes.
Right.
So that was you know, if I meet a woman that smokes cigarettes, that's a turn
no-no.
off. It's a turn off. You know, I put the bread before I put it.
I know that's
I'm
right.
saying, you know, I got to put the money first.
Got to.
But at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here if
Hey.
it wasn't for the women. They say, what's the most powerful thing on earth? I say, they say, not money. I said, no, because you got to come out of to make money. The thing about me is that I'm able to fill up every hotel, which is a blessing. I just kept believing, stuck with my team, was honest and was loyal, and I was able to get the job done.